The curious case of J.J. McCarthy. What should the Minnesota Vikings do with J.J. McCarthy? Impressive win over the Dallas Cowboys. I think people have given up on J.J. McCarthy way too quickly. It's not just because of this win. Yes, he's had horrendous, and I mean horrendous games. But so do a lot of rookie quarterbacks. Remember, his rookie season, he didn't play at all. He was injured the entire season. Sam Darnold, or at least a majority of the season, Sam Darnold was incredibly impressive out the gate and put them in a very favorable position. Unfortunately, fell flat in the playoffs. Now, I think people are really tough on JJ McCarthy for one particular reason, and that is the timeline does not fit the team. Right now, this team is built to win, from the head coach being excellent to having arguably the best receiver in the NFL and having a very good defense. Great defense, really, especially with Brian Flores, which I predict will be a head coach next season. So that's another thing that's hanging the balance. There's a lot of timelines for the Minnesota Vikings that do not fit the development, per se, of J.J. McCarthy. They don't have time to let him sit here and be terrible or average, or not even average, below average quarterback for 2 to 3 seasons. They don't have time for that. All right, because in between that time, you're going to get fed up fed up Justin Jefferson, who may want out. All right, you're going to have a defense that's aging, that's going to probably lose their defensive coordinator next season. You're going to have the teams are not guaranteed to be the same season after season after season. Are you going to slowly start missing key personnel due to contracts being up or being fed up with losing, or the Minnesota Vikings might have to retool an offense or here or there, so they might have to trade some assets away. You never know. So your team is not guaranteed to stay often. They do not stay season after season. Now, key pieces can, but the whole team is never going to be the same season after season. So you have a situation like that. And I just feel like the championship window started 2 years ago for this team. All right. Now, I think JJ is going to be a serviceable quarterback. I actually like his makeup in terms of what he's willing to do to win. I think that he has a lot of bad tendencies that he is going to clean up, right? I think he has the best coach to help him do that, right? A coach that will critique him honestly, but also coach him up, believe in him, and get the best out of him, and correct a lot of those mistakes that he's making that cost his team wins, or at least cost his team a lot of points. Because at the end of the day, to win in any sport, you have to score more points than the team you're facing. I think JJ is going to do well. I like his deep ball. I like the throws he can make off platform. Again, I like his attitude. It's just that, and I like he can throw the ball. He can fit the ball in a lot of tight windows. He needs to work on, and he did well tonight on it. I think he needs to work on getting his receivers more open. And funny enough, JJ is not the only quarterback in the NFL that's starting that needs to do that. There's a lot of quarterbacks that struggle with throwing their guys open. And JJ had a very nice throw for a touchdown. I forgot who it was. I don't think it was Addison. I forgot who it was. But it was a corner and they got injured after the play was over. But it was covered. The play was covered. There was no place to really throw the ball. Yet he threw the ball off platform, his receiver, and he basically, it wasn't like he fit into a window. He had to throw his receiver open, and he did. And that's the kind of plays I'm talking about, that if he can develop to make those plays and consistently, and he can make it a habit of not putting the ball in harm's way, then we're cooking with something. Then we have someone we can work with. Now, again, I'm not even the biggest J.J. McCarthy supporter. I actually didn't really think much of him coming out of college. But with him in this NFL system, with this specific coach and this specific team, I do think there is success to be had here. Now, the question is, again, do the Vikings feel like they want to jeopardize their championship aspiration window with this quarterback play? Which quarterback could they get? I'm not really sure. I have a quarterback or two that I think on this team could do damage. All right. I'm not going to lie to you. I would really like to see this team with Dak Prescott as their quarterback. I know a lot of people think of Dak Prescott, but he's a baller. And I think he's on a certain team, especially like the Minnesota Vikings, he can make noise. All right. Justin Jefferson is a better receiver than CeeDee Lamb and George Pickens. He has speed demons on that team. He has a great run game. I like Dak Prescott on that team. I think Dak Prescott on the Minnesota Vikings makes them instant contenders next season. That's just me. All right. But again, I'm not saying per se give up on the young boy in JJ McCarthy. I'm just saying it really depends on what you prioritize. Do you prioritize a championship now, or do you prioritize letting him develop over the next 2 seasons, and by hopefully in 2 to 3 seasons, you see JJ take that step where Caleb Williams has taken that step? All right. I don't really know. But right now, in my opinion, the NFC North, you can't afford to waste time here. So you have to make a decision. This offseason is going to be very important. Are you on the JJ McCarthy timeline, or are you on the championship now timeline? And if it's the championship now timeline, you've got to thank JJ for his services. Go get you a quarterback that can win right now. And that's going to be probably trading a couple pieces away to get you someone who can play right. You can plug in right now and make Justin Jefferson next season look like the receiver that we all know he still is. It's just that he has not gotten the targets, and it's just been messy. It's been messy. So like, comment, subscribe, and share. Let me know your thoughts down below on JJ McCarthy. Am I crazy? Do you think they should prioritize the JJ window, or do you think they should prioritize the championship now window? Because in my opinion, if I'm running a team, I love you, kid, but I'm prioritizing championship now window. And that championship now window mentality should have been applied last season by extending Sam Darnold, having JJ be his backup, develop, so that when that contract's over, or knock on wood, something happens to Sam Darnold on the field, gets injured or something, you have a great backup and you have the future of your franchise. But instead, they decided to do the other thing. And the Seahawks look great. See you on the next one. Peace.